Hello everyone and welcome to Huet's Colors on Huet TV. Have you ever wondered what makes Huet so captivating that anyone who visits once always longs to return? Perhaps it is a harmonious blend of tradition and modernity, or the serene, poetic charm that is at the same time lively and vibrant. Let's find the answer together through the news, inspiring stories, and poetic perspectives about Huet in today's program. In the news, we will look back at the week's most notable cultural and social highlights. In I Love Huet, we will meet Mr. Lê Tung, the man who sells childhood candies on Huet's familiar streets. And to close the program, let's immerse ourselves in the tranquil and poetic space of the Sông Hương Ancient Pottery Museum in the beauty of Huet. The Hương River has always been deeply intertwined with the lives of local people and remains an unmissable destination for visitors to Huet. And now, its beauty feels even closer and more accessible with the Riverside Walking Path project stretching from Tòa Khâm Wharf to Đập Đá Bridge. Not only a place for strolling and relaxation, this walkway also opens up a fascinating space for cultural and tourism experiences.
The pedestrian walkway along the southern bank of the Hương River is 460 meters long and 6 meters wide, designed to combine walking paths and cycling lanes with a total investment of over 35 billion Vietnam dong. The project has completed key features such as stone-paved surfaces, railings, and a lighting system, creating a modern and elegant look that still blends harmoniously with the poetic landscape of the river. Once in operation, the walkway will connect with the riverside path along the Nhấn River, forming an almost continuous system. This contributes to urban beautification, tourism development, and the enhancement of ecological and cultural values for the city. With this project, Huet now has yet another ideal rendezvous point where both residents and visitors can fully embrace the beauty of the romantic river flowing through the heart of the ancient capital.
In the flower of Vietnamese culture, the áo dài ngũ thân is not only a traditional costume, but also a source of pride, carrying profound messages about life and human values. These timeless values were meaningfully shared through a special workshop entitled The Old Silhouette, the Soul of Vietnam. Here, young participants had a chance to learn about the history of this traditional attire and even create their own adorable, delicate mini versions of the áo dài ngũ thân. These mini áo dài ngũ thân models are just 1/8 the size of the real costume. Yet they preserve every detail, structure, and line of the traditional design. Under the guidance of the organizers, participants could handcraft their own miniature áo dài ngũ thân to take home. This workshop is not only a handicraft activity, but it also helps young people explore cultural and historical values through traditional attire. It allows them to connect with heritage while gaining confidence and creativity from these cultural treasures. Although in miniature form, its ngũ thân costume still reflects the 5-body structure, 2 front panels and 2 back panels symbolizing one's parents, and the hidden inner panel representing oneself. The 5 buttons on the chest symbolize the 5 noble virtues: benevolence, propriety, righteousness, wisdom, and faithfulness that our ancestors aspired to pass down.
Through this workshop, I not only learned more about the history of the áo dài ngũ thân, but also had the chance to make a mini version myself. During the process, I realized that beyond the love for áo dài, it requires great care and meticulousness. I admire even more the artisans who create and preserve this cultural heritage.
It is truly meaningful and a source of pride that, through these small yet symbolic costumes, the love for Huet's traditional attire in particular and Vietnamese culture in general is being spread, making heritage more vivid and closer to the community. Visiting the imperial city of Hue today, besides admiring the majestic citadels and palaces of the Nguyễn dynasty, visitors also have the chance to enjoy a unique form of royal performing art, tuồng Huế. These plays are performed daily at Đường Theatre, the oldest royal stage in the former capital. For those who love his culture, this is truly an experience not to be missed.
Tuồng, Hue's royal classical drama, first emerged and flourished during the Nguyễn Lord and reached its golden peak under the Nguyễn emperors. More than just entertainment for kings and mandarins, tuồng embodies artistic values, educational lessons, and profound philosophies of life. Each play is a vivid portrayal of loyalty, filial piety, righteousness, and the social relations of its time, reflected through a wide range of characters, from generals and emperors to virtuous officials and treacherous courtiers. Today, Hue Royal Tuồng, a precious heritage of traditional Vietnamese performing arts, has become a cultural pride connecting visitors with the depth of the imperial city. It awakens in audiences a sense of pride and love for the heritage that our ancestors have passed down to future generations.
In Hue, there is a perfect spot for cloud hunting, watching the sunrise and trekking, a destination often whispered among Hue's young travelers. It is Hòn Vườn. To reach this place, you'll need to spend quite a bit of time and energy walking along forest trails. But the reward is priceless. The breathtaking moment when you embrace the vast and pristine beauty of sky, clouds, forest, and sea. An experience no nature lover should miss. From the center of Hue City, just a 20-minute motorbike ride takes you to the foot of Hòn Vườn Mountain. From there begins the journey to conquer a 300-meter peak along winding forest paths and steep slopes that test both stamina and willpower. The higher you go, the fresher the air becomes, with the sound of wind and birds blending into a rotted symphony of nature. It is at this moment that visitors truly feel peace and closeness to the natural world. The most unforgettable reward comes at the summit, surrounded by a sea of floating clouds, with the panoramic view of Hue City unfolding beneath your feet. Standing here, taking photos with the national flag, one feels a deep sense of pride in the beauty of the homeland and pride in the meaningful journey of youth. Hòn Vườn is not only a travel destination, but also a place where its young person can rediscover themselves in their love for nature and their love for the country. In the childhood memories of many, the image of kẹo kéo, traditional Peru's candy, was one inseparable from sweet, carefree days. And here in Hue today, amid the bustle of modern life, there is still a man quietly preserving that taste of childhood. For him, selling kẹo kéo is not only a way to make a living, but also a memory, a feeling, and a joy in his later years. Let's meet Mr. Lê Tùng, a man who brings the candy of childhood to the familiar streets of Hue.
Chú là Lê Tùng.
Kéo đây.
Hồi xưa chứ mình làm ruộng, rồi mình cảm thấy nghề ní, rồi buôn bán mà mình ngọn ra bằng thời gian ế là mình nghỉ chứ mình rất nhiều tuổi già rồi á, nên mình hướng về lại nghề như lại để kiếm kinh tế hàng ngày rồi thôi, chẳng qua nghề như nội giàu có gì từ làm có đủ qua ngày tiền này tiền nọ quá nhiều ấy. Trước khi mình ra nghề là trên 40 năm. Trước đây là mình có đi học nghề á, bạn bè rồi đó, lúc mình trao nghề lại cho mình làm á, rồi hướng dẫn cho mình làm, vì mình làm quen thuộc rồi về mình tự làm thôi. Chưa nhiều lắm bây giờ chứ họ làm cũng chỉ công là họ bỏ hết, chưa bỏ chứ có bác là làm kiếm hàng ngày vui rồi. Đi học cũng dễ, là dễ mà người biết làm, cho nên nếu mà người không biết làm thì chưa na đi rồi na về thôi. Người nấu hàng không đúng kỹ thuật của hàng, là một thì nó lại trời nắng lên làm chảy nước, mà nấu da là lên là kéo không ra, cái ông kinh ngắt nó đang kéo đó, nó lôi ra được các bạn. Hồi xưa mà tôi đi học nghề nè, má kéo đi về vắt, về nấu lại này, rồi về nấu chè này, về bỏ lại nấu chè này, không biết kỹ thuật, không về đi học đơn giản đó. Thì nói chung mình làm lâu thì tiến bộ thêm lần rồi đó. Học rồi nhưng còn thêm của mình là sáng kiến ra thêm phần nào nữa. Mình nấu, mình đổ ra để đại dùng muối, rồi khi mình bỏ đầu rồi vô nữa là mình gọi lại là mình bỏ vô thùng rồi mới lôi vào đi bán thôi. Ra là mình làm đạt, khi mình làm cái kẹo nội diện á, khi mình ăn bỏ vô miệng nó tự nhiên tỏa ra thôi, nên là ngon cái chỗ đó. 7-8 giờ rồi mình đi rồi ai mua bán rồi cà phê rồi
Kéo đây, kéo ơi.
ai thấy kẹo tới mua ứa là họ mua, mà họ không ứa thì thôi. Đôi khi họ thấy cái cảnh của mình á, chỗ mình già cả rồi mình bán ngồi ế, đôi khi họ mua hồi cho mình 10-20 ngàn rồi đó. Đôi khi họ ăn quen rồi, ngay khi họ ăn mai họ ghé mua luôn. Họ nói đây, bây giờ cái kẹo lúcนี้á, thì hàng hóa rất nhiều, kẹo rất nhiều, mà lấy là ăn một cây kẹo để nhớ cái tuổi thơ còn đi học rồi nữa. Kẹo đó cái kẹo cho đẹp, cái kẹo cho điêu, cái kẹo lá trong tròn này, đầu đương xi này, cái kẹo mà cả cục của đấy thì bán được mấy đồng. Không biết cái giờ mua về mà không biết cái giờ mua lại, đôi khi mình bán hết mua về, đôi khi ngồi thầu tủ nó bán hết vật đem về. Không thì 4 giờ. Mà bữa nay đôi khi bán là đôi khi 6-9 giờ đêm chưa về nữa, đôi khi để còn để hồi chờ hoa là lô nữa là mình bắn tụ bán thêm, thế là mình bán thêm câu thêm giờ thêm. Tháng 8 và tháng 9 bán nơi ăn Tết là rồi, đấy và qua về mùa hè là không bán được, về mùa hè là không buồn nấu được luôn, nắng cái nhiệt độ cao kèo để đắp chặt, nắng quá chạy. Chứ mình nghĩ lại chứ mình hết nghề rồi, chứ mình lưu lại cái nghề xưa hồi trước mình có làm, chứ mình làm lại mấy năm đấy thôi, làm được năm mới làm, nếu mà làm được thì chịu thôi, bỏ tay thôi.
Nestled within the Lanvin-Gothic garden by the gentle Hương River, the Sông Hương Ancient Pottery Museum is a truly Huế-like destination, where seemingly lifeless shards of pottery are revived into stories of history and daily life of this land. Let's step into this unique exhibition space and immerse ourselves in the rustic jet memory. Feel beauty of Huế in the beauty of Huế.
The Songhương Ancient Pottery Museum was born from the passion of collectors and researchers devoted to heritage preservation. What makes its collection especially valuable is its origin. Most of the artifacts were salvaged from the riverbed of the Hương River or unearthed from the archaeological sites around Huế. Each shard carries material memory, traces of trade, craft, and daily life across many eras, from the Shahun and Dongsheng cultures to the dynasties of Lý, Trần, Lê, and Nguyễn. Artistically, the pottery reflects a fascinating blend of techniques, patterns, and glaze, showing both local characteristics and cultural exchanges with coastal Southeast Asia. With nearly 5,000 artifacts preserved, the museum is a precious archive of memories, offering researchers, students, and the public a vivid window into the history of Vietnamese ceramics. For visitors, the experience at Lang Biên Cổ Tích is more than just viewing artifacts. It is about feeling the harmony of the garden house, the sound of water, the shade of trees, and the elegant yet intimate displays, making the journey both peaceful and inspiring. The Songhương Ancient Pottery Museum is not only a destination for those passionate about art, archaeology, or history, but also a gentle invitation for all of us to connect more deeply with the cultural roots of Huế.
Today's journey with Huế scholars has taken us through emotional moments from cultural heritages and natural landscapes to the simple yet profound experiences of Huế. Its beauty, its story, weaves together the unique identity of the ancient capital. Thank you for joining us and see you again in the next episodes of Huế Scholars, where we will continue to explore and embrace a Huế that is ever fresh, vibrant, and full of colors.